Hi, I'm Allie. Join me as I show you how to make these Picasso Rivoli earrings. This is one of the kit subscription projects this month, and I hope you enjoy challenging yourself and learning how to bezel the Rivoli. Before we get started, if you don't have the box, let me show you how to shop for your materials. Click on the link in the description below to go to our website. Then click on the Add All Materials to Cart button. If any items are out of stock, don't worry. Just pick your favorite alternative from the options displayed. All right, now let's get started making our project. So for this project, we are going to start out by wrapping a Rivoli or bezeling it. And I'm using a tiny 10mm because I want to show you how you can make a bigger earring and a bigger effect, even though it's smaller, by adding extra beads. I have 11O Delica beads here, 15O seed beads, and then we're going to be picking up from some 4mm check glass, along with that 10mm Rivoli. Wire guard and ear wire as well. And I have a size 12 or 11 beading needle with some size 8 dragon thread. And the first thing I'm going to do is put onto my 3 feet of thread a stop bead. This bead is going to come off the project. I'm looping around it once and twice. I don't like to use Delicas for this because they have kind of a sharper edge. So I like to use a round bead. And this is going to come off, so I want something not in my project. The first thing you're going to do is count to 26. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. All right, now the second thing you're going to want to do is make sure and double check that it's 26. When I'm doing my Rivoli here, I want to make sure that I'm using an even number. If you're not sure exactly how many Delicas to start out with and you want to do a bigger size, you can go over to our website and down to our blogs, and we actually have one on bezeling your Rivoli and what sizes you need that Lindsay did. So we have 5 here, then we have 10, we have 15, I've got my 20, and I've got my 26. And because we're using the Picasso to kind of go with the theme, it's a little bit harder to see to make sure of those. But now that I've got my 26 and I'm sure of that, I'm gonna go through my project, and I'm not even counting, just a bunch of beads. I have probably about 6 or so through there. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to do a tubular peyote stitch. We are going to grab a bead here. So we're grabbing another bead. And we're going to call the bead that we're coming out of bead number 1, right there, that bead that our thread's coming out of. We're going to skip over bead number 2, and we're going to sew through bead number 3. So we're always skipping over the evens, and we are always sewing through the odds. We're going to grab another bead, skip over bead number 4, and we're going to sew through bead number 5. Add a bead, skip number 6, sew through bead number 7. And as you do this and do a nice tight pull, you'll start to see what is almost like a brick wall kind of form, that you'll have a pattern of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And you can see that forming along the piece. I'm going to continue around the piece here. We started out with 26 total beads, which was actually rows 1 and 2 of our project. And we are actually working on row 3. This row here, when you do row 3, is going to consist of half the amount that we put on at the start, because we did rows 1 and 2 at the same time. So we put 26 beads on. This time, as we do row number 3, because we're skipping every other one, we're going to add 13. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beads that I've added. I've got 7 more to go, and that'll finish up my 13 new beads to create that third row.
Over $100 of premium beads, endless possibilities. A stunning new bead collection, yours every month for less than $35. Subscribe quarterly and get a free bead on it board and $65 pattern collection. The Dahlia Fields Treasure Box from PotomacBeads. Subscribe today.
Once you add that 13th bead on there, you're going to sew through the last bead, bead number 26 there, and my thread is coming out. Now what I'm going to do is step up for this circular peyote. So I'm going to go through bead number 1 that I put on this third row, so that first bead out of 13, And now I'm on row 3 and at that outer edge. And that bead there is just my stop bead to kind of try to just not look at that. We now have 13 openings between the 13 beads that we have on. What we're going to do now is we are going to size down. So in this project here, we have those 3 rows of 11s, and then we're going to do 2 rows of 15 O's in our silver color in place. Now what's going to naturally happen is those 15 O's are going to get smaller and pull it in because they're smaller than the 11 O Delicas. Sewing through that bead there, bead goes on, sew through. Bead goes on, sew through bead number 2. Bead goes on, sew through bead number 3. So you're going to go the whole way around adding these. And as I go around, I start to pull and see how that's already starting to curve almost like a wheel or a tire around my finger. That's what we want. Bead gets added and turn. Bead gets added and we go through. So you're going to go through the whole project now, adding 13 of those 15 OC beads and see how that's turning towards the middle. So I have, what do I have on there? 5, and I have 8 more to go. Here I am ready to add in my last 15 O, and I'm going through my first Delica bead that my thread was coming out of, as well as stepping up in this circular peyote through the first 15 O of this row. And you're going to pull that, and once again see that almost like ring shape starting to happen. That's happening again because the 15 O is smaller than the 11 O that sits behind it. As we do our next row, we're going to do another row of 15s, and you guessed it, it's going to get even smaller. This is because, once again, that 15 that we're putting is smaller than the 11 that sits behind it. You add a 15, and you sew through the next 15 that's there. This is eventually going to be the back here, where we are going to keep it nice and snug. And then we're going to put our Rivoli in and then flip over to the front and add the 15s to the front of the peyote stitch as well. So go ahead around here, adding in your 13 new 15 O's for that second row of your 15s. All right, so I'm getting ready to add in my last 15 O in the back here. And I need to get to the front because I need to do the same thing to the front. So as I add in my last 15 O, I'm gonna go through that first 15 O that my thread was coming out of, and then I'm sewing on a diagonal through the peyote stitch, so through 1, 2, and 3 rows of my Delica beads, and I'm sewing through to the opposite side. Give a nice tight pull to tighten up that first side there. And then I'm gonna get my Rivoli, and it's gonna seem like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna get this in here? You just need to pop it in. If you're having trouble with that pop in section there, just kind of bend, or grab your needle if you need to, and just kind of bend those Delicas around. And we will pop it in. All right, once you get that now you're to the front. And it might be a little bit off kilter. Don't worry about that. As we do the front, it'll pull and be exact. So what I'm gonna do on the front now is the exact same thing that I did along the back. So along the front, you can see I kind of push that in there. I'm gonna take my 15 O, and I'm coming out through that outer Delica. I'm gonna add the 15 O and sew through my first row of my Delica beads. Whole way around here, just holding that Rivoli in. And again, give yourself a little grace if it's sitting off to the side, that's okay. Going around here, and I'm always, I always like, this is one of our box subscription projects. I like to challenge everyone when it comes to these. You may never have worked with the Delicas before when they have the peyote, or excuse me, when they have the Picasso on them. Makes it a little bit harder to see what's going on. If you don't love working with the Delica beads, or say you have like an issue with them, you can always go in and switch these off to 8 OC beads and do the same thing with a bigger bead as well too, and a bigger Rivoli, and get the look there. I'm going to continue going around this shape, going in and adding my 15 O's. And I'm going to play around with that Rivoli sticking in the middle, and it's not really going to sit super nice until I get done row number 1, start to pull that in around it, around the top, and then row number 2, it'll really start to sit and take its shape. All right, I am completing my first row of my 15s, and here's where I said, like, give yourself a little bit of that grace because it wants to shift to the side. Now, as we go in and do that first one, pull towards the center with this and kind of push your Rivoli down so that way it's staying in the middle there. As we do our next one, even more so, it'll start to even out as we do that center. But you just want to make sure that you have it kind of just hanging out and stuck in the middle there. It can be off center just a little bit, but don't let it be hanging out the back. From here now, we're gonna go in and I push that Rivoli down right along my finger, and I'm pulling that cord in towards the center, which is going to pull the back as well. And as we do this, sometimes as I go around here and do it on film, I don't turn it like I normally would, just so it's easier to hold. But you want to make sure that your thread does not get coiled in there. So you're just going to hold and pull. This is your most important row here. So I literally, after each one, hold and pull towards the center. Grab my next one, hold and pull towards the center as I'm going around. I'm going to go the whole way around here, holding and pulling in towards the center as I go into my design and see how that's starting to really equal out as we're working on it. Whole way around, just continue to get that stop bead out of the way and circle up and do your second row of your 15s. All right, here's where you want to kind of yell out closing time. We're closing it up. So we are going to go through the first two 15s. 15 number 1 from this row or from the last row, and bead number 1 from this row. As I pull that tight and towards the center there, always my thread, never my needle, I'm just going to give it a little move around, make that Rivoli get to the center. One more little pull, and then I'm going to sew around that outer edge, going into the 15s. One more time just to nice and cinch that towards the center. We're going to reinforce that going the whole way towards the center there. You can see my thread kind of pulls up and towards the center. And then we're going to do the simple outer bead edge. And the simple outer bead edge can be added, cannot be. If you want to have a really nice, simple little dangle pair, you're just going to grab your wire guard there, sew it on, and just have the nice little pair. And you could maybe do some dangles off of it if you want to trade it up. This is more about getting that Rivoli in place. But we're going to add some of our 4mm check glass to the outer edge, which has the gemstone look that is going to mimic our Delica beads. Once you've got that center nice and in there, you're going to come to the outer edge, and I have my needle and thread coming out of a center Delica bead. So however you get there along the Delica is fine. Coming out through that center line of the Delica bead, so you have the grouping of 2 beads and then you have that one single. That one single is the track or the line that we're going to follow. Coming out of 1, you're going to skip number 2 and you're going to sew into bead number 3. On my needle, I've put 2 15s, a 4mm check glass, and 2 15s. Coming out of bead number 3 there, I'm going to do 2 15s, 1 check glass, 2 15s, skip bead number 4, and sew into bead number 5. 1 and 2. And we're going to go around and do this same thing a total of 7 times. Or sorry, 6 times. And then the 7th, we're going to change it up. Because this actually doesn't sit exactly even to do this as the count when I do the math. We're going to skip a bead, go into the next one. And as we go into these next beads and we're skipping along and we don't have the room for the next one, ignore that knot there. I recorded this whole section and forgot to hit record. So you shouldn't have a knot there, but I do because I had to redo this. And I'm going to skip over my next bead and sew into my last bead, which for me happens to be right next to that knot, pushing that knot kind of towards the back. And the whole time I'm doing this, I'm kind of squeezing that Rivoli into place. So now you can see I'm coming out the top. I'm to the back, but it doesn't matter. It's the same. And right next to it, that last bead, bead number 13, is bead number 1. What we're going to do is we're going to add a 15, a 4mm, a 15, and we're going to fill that void with another one of our beads. But make it intentional so that way it has a little bit of a different look. Up through a wire guard, and I've pinched this closed a tiny bit. Down through the wire guard on the opposite side. Back through the 15, the 4, and the 15. And then coming out of bead number 13 like we are, that 13th Delica, we're going to pull that down next to it so we don't see any extra thread. and we are going to sew into Delica number 1, which is also that same Delica bead that our thread is coming out of to put that first 15-0 on. Now, we are complete, and all we need to do is put on our wire guard to finish up our earring, or I'm sorry, your ear wire. However, anytime you have thread going through the top, we want to make sure that it's going to stay. So we're going to reinforce this by staying in the back here. I'm going to drop down to the 15-0 that's next to, or right behind the 11-0 that I'm coming out of. I'm then going to sew through the 11-0 that's next to that one. And then I'm going to go through and reinforce, going back up through the 15s, back through the 4, back through the 15, making sure I don't have any extra thread hanging out anywhere looped around. Going through the wire guard and up and around and down. Once I come down and I'm towards the back, I'm going to sew my thread and needle back towards this stop bead, pulling it towards the back and simply knotting the project together. When I have my ear wire then, I'm going to open by pulling to the side, drop that earring onto, whoops, help if I open it up, drop it on, and close it up. And that's it. Just a nice little simple bezel attaching that 10 millimeter earring on, or that 10 millimeter Rivoli onto the earring. Thanks so much for joining me in creating these Picasso Rivoli earrings. You can make them bigger, smaller, add the beads on the outside, and I can't wait to see all of your designs in our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. Make sure to post your pictures there. As always, thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more designs from us here at Potomac Beads.